Rating. Teen and up audiences. Archive warning. Creator chose not to use archive warnings. Category. Gen. Fandom. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Characters. Courage. Muriel Bag. Eustace Bag. Cats. The Queen of the Black Puddle. Cajun Fox. Computer. Additional tags. Tag as I go, meaning there might be more characters coming. Disclaimer, alternate universe canon divergence, human AO, female courage. Language, English, series, fandom fix 2. Technically there will be a ship, but not really. Anyways. The Farmer's Daughter by Blue Knight DG. Summary. Courage was a coward. That's what her dad would say. She was shy, her mom would counter. They lived on a farm in the middle of nowhere. Since she was young, she was in charge of taking care of the heavy lifting and harvesting crops. It was nice. Well, most of the time. And she'd get help from her brother on occasion. One day, she got a letter in the mail. Chapter 1. The sun rose on the barren land as the rooster crows into the sky. In this nowhere place sat a lone farm. It was fenced off in certain areas to keep the vegetation and animals protected. The garden laid up front with a few trees. "You stupid girl, wake up!" the voice of a grouchy old man screamed as he banged on a door. Startled, the girl screamed as well. She shivered for a second before realizing it was morning. She got dressed in a sweater and overalls despite the harsh weather. She didn't seem bothered. The sky was covered in clouds that blocked most of the sun. "Oh, Courage, good morning to you," her elderly mother smiled. She sat at the table where her mother, Muriel, placed a plate of bacon, eggs, and a muffin in front of her. "I've also made some freshly squeezed orange juice, if you'd like any," her mother said as she sat down with her. The old man sat on the end of the table, near the back door. He grumbled since he's on a diet, so he got oatmeal and peaches. Muriel realized she forgot to get herself a spoon for her own breakfast. The moment she wasn't looking, the old man switched plates with Courage. She looked down sad as the old man laughed. She watched him eat her food before looking at the plate in front of her with a sigh. She ate the oatmeal quietly. Muriel came back and noticed the switched plates. She glared at her husband, Eustace, and scolded him. She reminded him that he's on a diet after their last doctor's visit. "Your blood pressure's too high," she said. He huffed while ignoring her. She took the muffin. He frowned. "Hey!" She placed the muffin in Courage's hand and patted her head. Muriel began to eat. Eustace grumbled angrily with crossed arms, glaring Courage down. She nervously laughs and eats quickly. She gets up from the table to start working around the yard. Courage liked working in the fields, except when her dad would make her do something she struggles with. He knows she's scared of the chickens, and without fail, he makes her feed them and collect eggs anyway. He usually works on the truck or farm equipment that's broken down from how old they were. They couldn't buy new ones unless they saved up. The last time they saved up enough, Eustace took it to buy a watch he never uses. It's somewhere under the bed. It's been a week since she's seen it. Courage greets all the animals she's taking care of since she was 16 and could afford them. Their income has increased since her grandmother, Eustace's mom, named her the heir to her wig company. It was also because of their vegetables having been selling better. It was hard for the nearby town to get fresh produce. Initially, Eustace wanted to also sell meat, but after she fainted at the thought of butchering the wide-eyed cows and goats, Muriel protested. Once Courage finished feeding and corralling the animals, she makes her way past the vegetation, where she greets her brother, Computer. He was cultivating the ripest vegetables for the market. He was in charge of selling produce and overseeing finances. Computer nodded at her as he used one of his crutches to knock some cabbages into a bucket. He was taking a break, but Eustace was harping at him earlier for not doing anything. In the front yard, Courage saw Muriel trimming bushes and branches. She helped by watering some flowers and mowing the lawn. Their farm was the only little patch of green for miles. It was simply a miracle what a bit of love could do. It was truly a peaceful and lovely morning, though deep down she felt something ominous coming. She shook her head and passed it off as paranoia. Goodbye. Notes: I'm sorry if this doesn't end up being very scary. I'm terrible at horror. I don't know if I'll do any shipping. We'll see how things go. Courage is a cute, chubby girl. Goodbye.